I would like to make a toast. Here's to the union of the Crane and Lopez Fitzgerald families. May my marriage to Teresa and Sheridan and Luis's love make both our families stronger and happier. And may the love we share last forever. You're here. You're here.
When are you going to play the tape, Father? Murder confession always makes for a memorable party.
Soon, Julian. Very soon. Tonight, Luis's love for Sheridan will be destroyed forever, and Teresa's romance with Ethan as well.
People thought the fall of the Roman Empire was news. Wait till they hear how the Cranes came tumbling down.
What's up, Mac?
Keep your eye out for the sleazeball Crasher. He's about 6'3", dark hair, and he's wearing a tux. He won't take no for an answer, okay?
Can you believe the nerve of that scullery maid threatening me like that? Oh, she's just trying to protect her daughter. Of course, there will be no way for her to protect her little Teresa once that tabloid hits the stands.
Mother, I am tired of waiting. I just want to take a copy of that letter that Ivy wrote to Sam and shove it in Ethan's face.
Gwen, you know you can't do that. Ethan would hate you forever for ruining his happiness with Teresa. You're just gonna have to be patient, because when that tabloid comes out, Teresa is gonna be blown out of harmony. Look, there's Sam and Grace. Finally, all the little players in our drama are in place. There's Julian and Ivy, Ethan and Teresa, and Sam and Grace. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they find out that Sam is Ethan's real father. Ooh, there are going to be more fireworks than the 4th of July.
You say you found this place on the internet?
Yeah, it didn't have any stars, but hey, price is right.
Well, certainly looks secluded enough.
Princess said that's what she wanted.
Indeed I did. I don't want to be anywhere near Harmony when my book hits the stores. Not to mention that we need a good hiding place from that Harridan Hecuba.
Timmy doesn't think anyone will find Timmy and Tabby here.
No, I don't suppose they will.
New guests are coming. New guests are coming. The shower has to be spotless.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew. Take me highest, breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Hurry up! You're keeping our guests waiting.
But my medicine, Father. I'm getting those feelings again. You know, the bad ones. Those urges.
Control yourself! I've never met anyone so wishy-washy.
But, Father...
Get over to the motel and help our guests check in!
Yes, Father.
Devil? Fly across the country and the stupid motel is closed?
It can't be. They were expecting Timmy and Tabby. Maybe the owners went out for an evening stroll.
Or they went belly up because no one in their right mind would want to stay in a rat hole like this in the middle of nowhere.
Timmy doesn't think so. The man that Timmy spoke to when he made reservations looks very nice. And he said he and his father would be very happy to see Timmy and Tabby.
Well, they better open up soon. I want to take a nice long hot shower and put the horrors of this past week behind me.
Tabby will love this place then. Norman, the man that Timmy spoke to on the phone, said they're famous for their showers.
Still here, safe and sound. Now all I have to do is find Julian Crane.
Rebecca and Gwen sure went all out throwing this celebration for Ethan and Teresa.
Oh, yeah. So tell me, what's it like coming from so much money you can turn the dead of winter into spring?
It's not all it's cracked up to be, trust me.
Just have to. So you'll never understand it.
Tell me the truth, Luis. Does my coming from money bother you? I wouldn't blame you if it did. I remember one time you gave me an earful on your philosophy of a not-so-rich man getting involved with a wealthy woman. Do you still feel that two people like that can't have a chance of making it?
Well, if it isn't the Bennetts. Julian?
I brought you something, Julian.
No, tell me that isn't what I think it is.
Yes, it is. One of my special tomato soup cakes. I know how much you love them.
How very thoughtful of you.
Well, it's frozen, so you can warm it up anytime you're in the mood. My mouth waters just thinking about it.
Good. You'll excuse me, I see the governor and his wife.
Oh, Julian, your cake?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you ever so much.
Anytime.
Yes. Another one of these damnable things. Must be cursed.
Ethan, have you said hello to the Bennetts tonight?
No. Good to see you.
You didn't have to say that, Ethan. I know you don't mean it.
Sam.
It's all right, Grace. Maybe tonight can be the beginning of a closer relationship between Ethan and his
Colleague. I understand from Luis that you're both in the same police review board. That is what you were going to say, isn't it, Ivy?
Yes, of course. Tonight is a very happy occasion, and I don't want it to be spoiled by any negative thoughts.
Well, don't worry, Ivy. Sam and I are very glad to be part of Ethan and Teresa's special occasion. And, Pilar, I have to tell you, Teresa is glowing.
Thank you, Mrs. Bennett. And you're glowing, too.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
Well, if you excuse us, Teresa and I should really mingle with our guests.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
Ethan and Sam really cannot stand each other. Oh, this is just too delicious. Wait till they find out their father and son. Let's go have some fun. Come on. You know, Gwen and I are so pleased that everyone is here to celebrate true love.
You know, I think it is remarkable that the two of you are throwing this party for Ethan and Teresa. I mean, you know, not everyone could move on so graciously.
Well, it's nothing really. Ethan will always be a very important person in my life. And I just want him to be happy. Oh, I am so proud of my little girl. You know, the past few weeks have been very hard on her, but then first loves, well, sometimes they just don't work out. I know mine didn't. Oh, what about you, Chief Bennett? Do you remember your first love?
I can't imagine any woman degrading themselves and having a baby with Julian Crane. I can't imagine anybody sinking that low.
I don't know, you got to admit. I mean, it's still kind of interesting to think about. I mean, okay, hypothetically speaking, what if a black woman had an affair with Julian Crane, and then actually had a baby by him, and then it's the family that tried to hush it up, and then actually had a baby by him, and then it's the family that tried to hush it up, tried to sweep it under the rug?
How could they possibly do that?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're Crane, you can pull all kinds of strings. I mean, let's just say, like, years down the road, this kid just shows up, pops up, starts calling Julian daddy, starts asking for his share of the Crane fortune. Now, what do you think Julian and Alistair would do with that?
Well, that can't happen because the baby died.
I'm not waiting any longer, Timmy. We better get back in the car and find ourselves a place more hospitable.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I was up at the house helping Father to bed. He's getting on, I'm afraid, and likes to retire early. I'm Norma, by the way. Why don't you give me a moment and I'll turn on the lights.
Jimmy could have sworn he spoke to a man on the phone who said his name was Norman.
I'm so sure that Norma isn't a man.
I mean,
No longer in harmony, Tim.
Come on in, you two, and we'll get you all taken care of.
Princess,
What is it?
do you see what Jimmy sees?
It's just Norma and her father's ramshackle old house, so what? I've stayed in worse myself.
Norma said her father was asleep. And who is in the window?
I don't see anyone. Oh, it's just your imagination playing tricks on you. Come on.
Jimmy could have sworn he saw someone creeping in that old window.
Come on now, don't be silly.
But you said...
I know what I said. I still don't think it's gonna be easy. How does a working class schmo buy the fairy tale princess he loves everything she wants and deserves?
What if all she wants is love?
Well, she may think all she wants is love. In time, that may not be enough. We just have to face the facts, Sheridan. We may have a problem someday.
I don't believe that for a minute. I know why.
Why?
Because I know the rest of the world has envied me for the things that I've grown up with. I had ponies, expensive dresses, all the jewelry I could wear and more. But the one thing that I never had, that no amount of money in the world could ever buy, is what I finally found in your arms. Security. And love.
You mean that?
I know your family didn't have much in the way of money or material things, but you had each other. I bet you never went to bed once without a kiss goodnight from your mother. After my mom died,
Oh, you saying that your family never tucked you in or kissed you goodnight? I promise you that is never gonna happen again.
Luis, you don't have to.
No, I swear. And you just let him try and stop it.
So, Sam? Tell us about your first love. Who was she?
Told you.
There's nothing to tell.
Oh, no, that's not what your brother says. I mean, Hank insists that there was someone that Sam was just crazy about in high school. But I've never even heard her name, let alone the reason why they broke up.
Well, you are a better woman than I am, Grace. If my husband were keeping a secret like that, I'd have to pry it out of him with a crowbar. You know, some wives might even think that the reason you don't talk about it is, well, because you haven't gotten over it.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know why I said that.
Oh, sweetheart, I think I do know why. Because you're still upset about your patient who lost her newborn.
Yes, I think that must be it.
Sweetheart, you never said, but was the baby racially mixed?
Yes, the mother is black, the father's white.
You know, I couldn't even imagine looking forward to having a baby for 9 months and then having the baby die right after it was born.
I can't imagine the pain. But let's get back to Chad's hypothetical question about if there was a mixed baby in the Crane family. There's no telling what they might do.
You don't think they'd actually do something to the baby, do you?
Sweetheart, I don't know. All I do know is the Cranes have no regard for human life. They'll destroy anything that gets into their way.
Will you excuse me? I'm going to use the powder room. TC's right. The Cranes don't think twice about destroying anything that threatens them. You can't let your father destroy Sheridan and Louise. I'll do whatever you want if you'll just leave them alone.
Anything.
Now, where is that naughty guest register hidden itself? Here we go. Now, if you'll just sign here for you and your friend.
I take it you haven't been too busy around here lately.
Not since they put in the interstate. Oh, I'm afraid nobody stops here anymore. Ah, you're in luck. You can have any room you like.
You mean we're the only guests?
Why don't I put you in number 1? It's right next to the office. That way, if you need anything, I'm right next door.
Hey, you having fun?
Yeah, it's okay.
You know what? I know of a way that you could have an even better time. Hey, come with me. Come on.
You're wishing you were with Charity?
How'd you guess?
You know, if you want to leave.
No, it's okay, sis. You know, I can go check on Charity later. It's really great to see you this happy.
Thanks.
So tell us the truth, Sam. Did you or did you not have a hard time getting over your first love?
Even if I did, the moment I met Grace, I forgot about anyone else I ever knew.
Grace, you just have the sweetest husband. Oh, isn't she just the luckiest woman in the world, Ivy?
Yes, she is.
I get so angry when I think about what you missed out on as a kid. Alistair Crane had been so cold.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still. Makes me wonder if the guy's got a heart.
What's the difference? As long as we do.
You're right. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making up for the love that you didn't have as a child. You're never gonna feel alone again.
Just how far will you go to keep us from breaking up, Louise and Sheridan?
I wasn't offering anything like that. You're disgusting. I just want you to call your father and tell him not to play that tape tonight. Don't break Sheridan's heart.
It's out of my hands.
Please. I'm begging you. Call your father and put a stop to this. Do something decent for once in your life.
Who's the babe with Julian? Could be another scandal in the making? Oh well. Plenty of time to dig into that one later. First things first. Thanks.
Right this way.
You're not Tim Tim.
Yes, but Timmy's sure he sees someone in that window up there.
What do you know? Father must have made it out of bed on his own. Likes to look out the window sometimes. Doesn't get out much anymore.
I guess we won't be meeting him then.
Oh, I doubt it. Not very social these days. Truth be told, he hasn't been himself lately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
How sweet! I'll tell him you said that. Have you follow me?
This is Ethan's room.
Well, yeah. Thought we could use a little bit of privacy.
For what? Oh, I cannot believe this. You actually brought me up here thinking that I'm going to sleep with you, right?
So fast, fella. Guess you didn't believe me the first time, but you're not welcome here.
It's out of my control, Eve. Father's going to play the tape. There's nothing I can do.
You coward. You're still afraid to stand up to Alistair. 20 years ago, you let him push you around. And you didn't stick by me during my pregnancy. You left me alone to carry our child. And you left me alone to grieve over his death. I lost everything. My pride, my son, everything. And all because I loved you.
You loved me?
What the hell is Eve doing with him?
Don't feel sorry for me, Louise. It's worth every lonely night I ever had to feel the way I do with you right now.
We'll get used to it. 'Cause I haven't even started trying to make you happy yet.
You know, it's funny. My entire life, I had people tell me how lucky I was to be born into wealth. Because I had nannies, I went to the best schools, I had all the things money could buy. I used to ask myself why none of it ever meant anything to me. Now I know. Because I didn't have you.
Well, you got me now. You can't get rid of me.
It's me.
Let me know when you want me to strike.
I'm glad you're having fun, Mother, but what if the tabloid decides not to print what you sent them?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I emailed them a bombshell about the Cranes. Look, that is irresistible to a newspaper that specializes in dirt.
Oh, Gwen, be patient. Look, very soon, the news that Sam Bennett is Ethan's father will be out. Well, there must be a way that we can hurry this up. Maybe we can send someone out for a copy of the paper.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you get yourself another drink and stay calm, okay? I'll take care of everything.
Get your hands off me, you gorillas. I'm a member of the Fourth Estate.
The only estate that we care about is the Cranes. And you're trespassing. You're out of here, Buster.
I know it's not fancy.
You got that right, sweetheart.
Excuse me, Miss Lennox.
Oh, I was just saying it's quaint.
Yes. Well, to be perfectly honest, best thing about this room is in here.
Bathroom? What's so special about the bathroom?
Oh, I really couldn't say, but I hear that people the world over think of us every time they step in their own showers.
Oh, well, looks clean.
Oh, yes. Father insists we keep it immaculate between guest stays.
Well, Norma, thanks for everything.
You're quite welcome. If you need anything.
Yes, I know. You're right next door in the office.
Yes. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something I want to show you.
You loved me?
This is not about us. I'm asking you to do something brave and decent for once in your life, Julian. Stand up to your father and stop him from using that tape to destroy Sheridan and Louise.
It's gone too far already, Eve. There's nothing I can do.
What's the matter with me? Why would I think that you would protect your sister when you didn't even protect your own baby boy? TC.
I don't like the way Rebecca was talking to Sam. You know, it sounded as if she knew that you and he were once lovers.
Don't be absurd, Pilar. I assure you, Rebecca knows nothing. If she did, she would have bleated it to the entire world, made a public announcement right here at the party.
What's this about a public announcement?
Oh, no, Grace, you misunderstood. No, Pilar and I were just sharing a bit of gossip.
Well, I have an announcement myself.
Grace.
Oh, Sam, it's such good news. I want all our friends to know. I'm pregnant.
You really do look like Cinderella tonight.
That's exactly how I feel.
There's one difference, though. None of this is going to disappear when the clock strikes midnight.
That's what you think.
What's going on here?
Sorry, Mrs. Hotchkiss, but we're just trying to throw out a crasher.
Not a crasher. Here with the press.
Oh, well. You have to excuse our security men. See, they don't know. I invited the press. But thank you for being so conscientious.
Thanks. I wonder if you could point me towards Julian Crane.
I'd be delighted. In fact, why don't you wait in his library for him, and I'll go find him and send him in there. Oh, waiter. Could you escort this gentleman to Mr. Crane's library, please?
Yes, right this way, sir.
Oh, this is going even better than I hoped. Julian.
Oh.
I need a favor.
Well, I could use a little favor myself along about now. What do you say we go upstairs and play pirate? I'm sure no one will miss us.
There's plenty of time for me to walk the plank later. But right now, there's someone waiting for you in your library who needs to speak with you.
I'm really not in the mood.
I understand. But he says it's very important. He has assured me that it will be worth your time.
It's about the tub. You want to make sure you keep the curtain on the inside when you use the shower. We've had trouble with the drain.
Oh, don't worry, I would have done that anyway.
Just making sure. If you need anything. Oh. I already said that, didn't I?
Now there's a strange one.
That's a mouthful coming from you, Princess.
Pretend I didn't hear that. But that's not possible.
Maybe Tabby read about this motto in some travel magazine.
I hardly think so. There's something definitely nagging at me. Oh, it's been a long day. Maybe it'll come to me tomorrow.
Is Tabby going to take a shower before she turns in?
I don't know, Timmy. I'm so tired. That Norma made it sound as if it'd be a memorable experience. Why not? Let's see if that shower is all it's cracked up to be, huh?
No. Nobody handled a knife the way Norman did. I'd best find something more original. Oh, that should do nicely.
You know, I cannot believe you actually brought me up here thinking that you could just sweet-talk me into bed.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
What kind of girl do you really think that I am, Chad?
Let me talk, all right? Look, I did not bring you up here to put the moves on you. I just thought we could dance.
We were dancing downstairs.
Yeah, but not to the right kind of music. Just listen, okay?
All right, maybe for a minute, but then we should get back to the party, okay?
My life ended right this second. I could say I knew what real love was, real happiness.
All right, first of all, don't even joke about your life ending.
Sorry. Bigger speech.
Second, there are one or two things about real love that I haven't gotten to show you yet.
I know you want to get out of here so that we can get back to the cottage and be by ourselves.
You know, well, can you blame me? Well, I finally found the one of my dreams, and I haven't even been able to make love to her yet. How much longer we gotta stay here?
Oh, not long. We'll leave soon. Very soon.
Let Louise and Sheridan enjoy their time together, since these moments will be their last.
You lied to me, Eve. It was Julian's baby who died. And I just figured out who the mother was.
Oh, you're pregnant, Grace. That's wonderful.
Isn't it? We were so surprised, but Sam and I are thrilled. We're hoping it'll be a little boy. Sam's always wanted to have another son.
Still feel like Cinderella?
I think I'll feel like her for the rest of my life.
I wonder what's wrong with Ivy. She looks like she ate a piece of bad fish. No matter. She'll look worse once she finds out the whole world knows that Sam Bennett is Ethan's father.
And how long will that be?
Oh, not long at all. Any second now, we should hear an explosion coming from Julian's library. He's in there with the tabloid reporter, even as we speak. Oh.
You heard me. I'm in Crane's library right now, waiting for him. Damn straight will go ballistic when he reads our headline about Ethan being Sam Bennett's son, wouldn't you? Yeah. Stay close in case he tries to kill me and I need to be rescued. He's coming. Gotta go.
Who the hell's waiting for me? What they could possibly have said is worth taking me away from the bar.
No point beating around the bush, is there?